Hello, Charles here from the Magic Dad YouTube channel. Just an amateur player looking to get better, so I started recording my play on Arena and MTGO, posting it online to start conversations with friends, family, anyone who loves this game. Gonna go ahead and jump into a sealed Strixhaven today. It is the second one I'm recording. Very excited about this set. I've really enjoyed it. I've played 2 sealeds in paper, 1 on Arena, and then this will be my 4th one. So let's open up some packs and see what archive cards we get, see what rares we get, and build some decks. All right, so our rares, looks like we must have opened an archive rare as well, because it does say that we have 1 more. But we got a Frostboil Snarl, which is the red-blue Snarl land. Strixhaven Stadium, which is an alternate win condition. We got a flip card in Jadzi, Oracle of Arcavios. Yeah, which on the flip side is Journal to the Oracle. It's a 5 mana. It's an 8 mana 5/5. Discarded card to return Jadzi to its owner's hands. Has Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a non-land card, you may cast it by paying 1 rather than its mana cost. And then the green side, you may put any number of lands from your hand onto the battlefield. And then if you control 8 or more lands, you may discard a card. If you do, return Journey of Oracle to its owner's hand. And then we got a Wandering Archaic, which is another flip card, and this one is colorless, which is great. So whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery, they may pay 2. If they don't, you may copy the spell, and you can choose new targets. So that's pretty cool. That taxes all of their spells, and if they can't pay the tax, then you get a free copy. Each player looks at the top 5 cards of their library. Reveal land card or an instant or sorcerer among them. Each player puts the cards they revealed into their hand, the rest on the bottom. Each player gains 3 life. So I don't know that we'd want to cast that and give our opponents instant sorceries lands, but I do like the Wandering Archaic side, a 5 mana 4/4 that taxes their spells. We have a Strict Proctor, flying. Whenever a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability, counter it unless it pays 2. That is symmetrical, so it does it on our stuff too. So if we have ETB effects, then we would not necessarily want to play that. And then, wow, 3 flip cards. So this one is Flame Scroll Celebrant. Whenever an opponent activates an ability that isn't a mana ability, Flame Scroll Celebrant deals 1 damage to them. And then we can give it +2/+0 to end the turn. And then the white side is Reveal in Silence. Your opponents can't cast spells or activate Planeswalker loyalty abilities this turn. Exile Revel in Silence. That feels like a constructed card. Yeah, how do I see the 1 more? All right, so our 1 more was Doomblade, which is a pretty sweet card to open as well. So I will jump into the uncommons and commons, see what kind of deck I can build. If we do have the ability to build a black deck, we pulled a pretty sweet archive card to... All right, so this is going to be our deck. It's kind of a black, white, silver quill evasion deck with a lot of flyers and things like that. Little bit of taxing, things like that. So we did get 3 black archive cards with Duress, Doomblade, and Village Rites. That said, we're not going to play Duress. Duress would be great in a best of 3 situation, but we are playing best of 1. Not knowing when people are playing, I don't think Duress is good in a best of 1 situation. That's a Doomblade, one of the best removal spells. Village Rites allows us to draw some cards and interact with their removal spells. I also really dig the art here. It looks like an old school like Sega Genesis style artwork. And I'm digging that. So anyway, yeah, so we've got flyers, Eye Twitch, Sunrise Spirit, Thunderous Orator picks up whatever abilities other people have. Leech Fanatic has Lifelink. Pilgrim of the Ages goes and gets us a land and then comes back from our graveyard. Inkling Summoning creates a flyer. Silver Quill Pledge Mage gets flying. We also are playing Strixhaven as an alternate win condition, the stadium. I just want to see if it's good. I have no idea if it's good or not. Would be pretty cool to pull it off. Kind of doing that more for the memes than actually trying to win. But I did pull it. Who knows if I'll ever pull another one. So figure I might as well try it. Combat Professor is flying. We can sacrifice creatures at sorcery speed to get +1/+1 counters. I wish that was instant speed to interact with our opponent's removals, but it's not. Mage Hunter's Onslaught, good removal. Biblioplex Assistant, hopefully he's going to get back either our Onslaught or our Doomblade. And then Pillar Drop Rescuer gets back another 3-drop or less. We have a ton of those. Inkcaster, when it enters the battlefield, gets to put a +1 counter on each creature. And then when anything with a +1 counter attacks, it does a damage to them and we gain a life. And then we've got kind of a similar thing with Magecraft on the Witherbloom Pledge Mage. Whenever we cast instant sorcery, we gain a life. And then we have the Wandering Archaic. And then 16 lands with a Silverquill Campus. So hopefully this is going to get us there. We're going to try to jump in some games here, and hopefully the deck performs. Okay, so this is a little awkward. We got 3 planes. We do have a 1-drop, and if we just draw a swamp, we'll be in... Oh, I hate to go to 6 when we have playable cards, so I'm just going to keep this. Might be greedy. We'll see. If we draw a swamp here, though, and can play Leech Fanatic, that's great because Star Pupil will put a +1 counter on Leech Fanatic and make it a 3/3 if I were to block with it. Of course, we did not draw that swamp yet, so we'll have to see what happens. But if we draw a swamp now, I will play the Umbro Juke. There it is. So I'm gonna play that to create a 2/1 right now, in case they kill the Star Pupil, and then I get to put it on the flyer. Curving out, we got lucky drawing that swamp, but we're gonna go 1, 3, 4. So not quite perfect because we didn't get to drop our 2-drop, but I'll take this 1, 3, 4 situation. All right, so they have a 2/1. They're gonna get to draw a card and gain a life. We drew another planes, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack. Keep that pressure on. I doubt they're going to block the 1/1 with their 2/1 because I would just get a +1/+1 counter. I kind of screwed up here. I was supposed to play the Combat Professor before combat, or the Combat Professor, because then I would have got a +1/+0 and Vigilance trigger. That was kind of a mistake on my part. So I did cost us a damage there. They should be at 13. All right, so they have a Combat Professor. They played it correctly by, they played it correctly because they did not, they played it before combat and did not waste it. So I'm going to go ahead here, move to combat, give this the +3/+1, attack again with everything. I have the Professor's Warning, so if they block the Combat Professor, I put a +1/+1 counter on my Combat Professor, and then it eats theirs. If they block the Inkling, I can give the Inkling Indestructible. So let's see what they do for blocks. They are tapped out, so I don't have to worry about tricks on their end. It's just a straight. It's just straight eating their. Straight eating their Professor here. +1/+1 counter on target creature. So we definitely came out ahead on that exchange. Fortunately, I don't have a black mana to play the Leech Fanatic. They are a very slow player. They have 5 mana with 6 cards in hand, and they're using their ropes. So they might be new to the game. They might have a terrible hand. Maybe they're recording and talking a lot. Who knows? But yeah, very slow player. Okay, so they made me sacrifice a creature, but I had a star pupil, which just moved a +1 counter to my flyers, which I think is okay. I'm not going to block because I'm at 15 and they're 11, and I've got 6 in the air here. So, yeah, I make my professor a 4/4. Do 7 here. They're at 4. I can actually play this Pillar Drop Rescuer, get back the Star Pupil, and then replay it. So that making me sacrifice a creature benefited me a lot. I have them lethal in multiple ways here, so they're gonna have to do something pretty good. And they're necromantic fumes. I mean, they have to sacrifice a creature in order to kill one of mine, which then just I'm lethal either way. Again, they have 6 mana and 6 cards in hands, and your last rope running down. Maybe they're trolling, I don't know, but they can't seem to decide what to do here. So I guess at this point I just move to combat. I think I have them. They have 2 mana open, so we'll see what tricks they have. Yes, we got there. Round 1. All right, 1-0. Hopefully we can keep this going with our evasion flyers. All right, round 2. We got a little bit of the opposite. We have only 2 lands instead of 3, and they're both black, and we just don't have a white. But we do have a whole bunch of black spells here, including a 1/2 drop. So we just need to draw any mana so that we can continue to play things out. So I'm going to keep this. We go Eye Twitch into Arrogant Poet and see if we can just start smashing. If they kill the Eye Twitch too, we can always learn to go get Environmental Sciences, which will help us get lands as well. Okay, play our land, attack. Play out the Arrogant Poet. Okay, Fanatic. Kind of a bummer there that we did not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack with this. Take the action. Do 2 to them. I'm going to leave the Eye Twitch up to block the Leech Fanatic with the Eye Twitch so that we can go get the Environmental Sciences, because I can't wait to gain wait to pull a land. I need to be proactive about it. Not drawing lands is definitely going to be how we lose this. So there's Environmental Sciences. We're going to gain 2 life and draw a land. So I'm going to do this first. Go get a Plains. That's going to allow me to play Star Pupil and attack with Arrogant Poet. So we're slowly. They got a 3/3 lifelinker, which is not good, but we do have our 4th land now, so we're gonna be able to start doing some damage. We could make. Well, they played a second creature. I was gonna say we could make them sacrifice a creature with the Umbral Juke. I'm gonna attack. Take the action. Pay the 2 life. 18 to 18. We got to find a way to get rid of that. Man, I wish I could have got rid of that Leech Fanatic before. I did do the Umbro Juke with the expectation of being able to play the assistant and putting the Umbro Juke back on top. Oh, the lifelink is brutal. Gotta find a big creature to start eating these things. Take the action. So they're winning the race definitely with these lifelinkers. Ouch. Having the onslaught there is rough because they're going to gain 5 life. Man, we are just not getting there. So I can attack here for 3. Decline that. Then I can play the Orator. And I can play this. Hopefully I can trade the Pledge Mage for the 3/3 or a combat professor, of course. Okay, so I mean, if they've got a trick, I'm screwed. But I feel like I just have to get these lifelinkers off the board. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, that's good. So I wish that... Well, first off, I'm just going to go ahead and attack and offer the trade. I doubt that they're going to take the trade. The combat professor's too good. But then I'm going to go ahead and play out... going to go out and play 2 flyers. And hopefully that'll be enough to hold off the combat professor. We just need to draw our Doomblade. We're in a precarious spot at 9 life. But at least we got rid of their life linkers. And they're not too... Okay, well, that's a thing. So now they're going to smack us for 3 here unless we chump with our Inkling. Yeah, I think we have to take the 3 there. Okay, so this is not great. Really needed a removal spell. I mean, I can do this. I can gain some life by... I mean, they got rid of our Umbro Juke. I don't think I want either of these. I mean, I guess I could... Yeah, I want to submit 0 because I don't want to put it on top of... I definitely don't want to put it on top of my library. But again, I'll offer the trade with this. I don't think they're going to take it. Combat Professor's too good. I'm hoping to trade 2 for 1 here with the Biblioplex Assistant and the Inkling. They have removal, though. I'm just probably going to have to chump. Oh my god, they got another one. 2 Rise of Extus. This is brutal. So now I'm going to have to chump. Jeez, back-to-back Rise to Extus. That's just rough. We really need to draw Doomblade here, or I think we're done. Yeah, that's just not going to be good enough. I can't even attack. The 1/4 holds us off, and I can't afford to pay life to make it flying, so no attacks. Such a bummer. Yeah, we just take 3 here. We have to draw Doomblade. Well, there's our combat professor, which is good. So now we can do this. attack with this. Hopefully, I mean, the problem is we have to chump with our combat professor. I don't have any tricks, and he's gonna give it. Oh, he's just gonna do that. So yeah, we just never drew removal. That's really what it comes down to, which is a bummer. If we had just drawn Doomblade, I think we win this game, but didn't get there. Nothing I can do. Yeah, and he's got Defiant Strike. Doesn't matter, but I'll let him show off. Nice archive cards. All right, well, 1-1. Hopefully we don't do what we did in the last draft and win our first round and then lose 3 straight, but I'm going to keep fighting. Okay, so we have 3 mana, both colors, a Village Rites, a Village Rites, a Doomblade. Unfortunately, we only have a 5 mana creature. We're just gonna have to. We have 8 1 and 2 drops. So hopefully, we're just gonna draw something and something that we can play on turn 2, whether it's a Star Pupil, an Eye Twitch, or one of our 2 drops, or a 4 drop because Magic Gods. And of course, they have a 2 drop because why wouldn't they? Yeah, I mean, that Apprentice is too good. I think we just Doomblade it right now, and then hopefully we draw a Bibliotech Assistant later on and get to bring it back. Oh, there's a Trickster going to tap us down. Seems good. Professor Warning, Village Rites. Oh, I hate to do it, but I'm going to Village Rites to draw 2 cards because I don't want to get behind on lands. And, of course, I didn't draw one anyway, but look at all these 4s and 5 drops, and we're just not drawing lands. Man, we couldn't draw removal in the last round, and now we can't draw lands. So this is going to be rough. And they're curving right out. They've went 2, 3, 4. So that's how it breaks sometimes. Come on. All right. So this is how it's going to be. This is so frustrating. I don't understand. We kept a 3-lander. And for some reason, we have drawn 2 extra cards off Village Rites and all our draw steps, and we have not drawn any lands, and we have drawn all 4s and 5s when we have 8 1 and 2 drops. So there's nothing I can do but end the turn, take a beating. So we can do this and give Indestructible till end of turn. Yeah. Okay, there's a land finally. Gives us a... Yeah, okay. I thought they were going to counter it. I do love the artwork on Opt. No attacks. Okay, I'm hoping... Okay, they're going to tap down our 3/3, I assume. Oh no, they're going to tap that down. Alright, so... I'm just going to take 5 here. This is so brutal. Man. Wow. No lands again. Okay, well, this is pretty rough. Yeah, I'm not going to try to, although, yeah, I mean, this is brutal. The Combat Professor should hold off the Frost Tricksters, but the 3/1 can get in, and I just don't, yeah, I just don't have, so brutal. I have to take 5 again. This is so painful. Oh, nice. Now they have that. Okay, so Still didn't draw lands to be able to play like say our 5/5. This is just brutal. Or oh boy, I'm gonna go ahead and play this. Then I'm going to sacrifice a creature to put a +1 counter on Combat Professor, sacrificing Star Pupil, putting another +1 counter on there. At the beginning of combat, this, yeah, I think I can attack here because, yeah, if they block with the 4/4, that's good for me. If they double block the Frost Tricksters, that's good for me. A 2-for-1. So I think that was a good play. I'd imagine they attack with all the flyers though and put me at 1 here. Actually, I think I'm dead. So I can block here. Yeah, I'm just dead, right? Block here and block here. And then 4 gets through, and then 1 tramples through, and that's 5, and I'm just dead. It was unbelievable because we didn't, like, I don't understand. Oh, it's so frustrating to not draw lands. Oh, wow. All right. We win our first game, lose 2 in a row. This is feeling a lot like last sealed. And it's really frustrating because I feel like it's not the deck. I feel like we're just getting varianced out. All right, so we're going to keep this. Got a Silver Coat Campus. Okay, we have 3 lands now. I think I'm going to just play the Campus. Get it out there so that we don't have to wait later because the Star Pupil is not that important. And then we're going to play the Arrogant Poet. And then we'll have Star Pupil with Guiding Voice available or Village Rites. Or we could also play Pilgrim of the Ages. So, alright, not going to block that. Okay, so I'm going to play this. Attack for 2. I'm surprised that they attack for 1 to give me 2 free damage. Then I play the Star Pupil, and now I have Village Rites and Guiding Voice. Both up for tricks, and I have a Plains in hand. Alright, so I'm going to pass the blockers. I'm going to block here. I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to Village Rites. Put the +1 counter on Arrogant Poet. Saving damage, drawing lands. Alright, we're getting there. Now we draw our Doomblade. This is feeling much better. So I can go ahead and attack for 3, and I don't have to pay the 2 life because Simone can't block profitably. Big plays. Oh yeah, so that's great. There's a 2-for-1. That's perfect. Means we can't play out another creature. But I'll take the 2-for-1 off Doomblade, and we still have Guiding Voice up. Oh, what? Why didn't it let me? Oh, Guiding Voice is a sorcery. Son of a gun. I thought it was an instant. That is the worst. Oh. Wow. That just feels real bad. Alright, so we'll play the 4/4 that taxes their spells. And then next turn we'll play a 5/5 that gives us Magecraft. So they would have to, I think I have to leave that up because I think it's good to tax them. They would have to block with everything, and I would kill 2 of their things, 2 of their creatures, but I think I just wait and attack with the 5/5 next turn because I think the tax on any of their removal spells or anything is worth it. Okay, so they have a Vortex Runner. Okay, another lands. So I'm going to attack with the 5/5. It's possible I should have just done the Guiding Voice. Okay, so they're just going to do that and gain a life. Then I get to play the Pilgrim. Take action, go get a Plains. Play the Plains. Play Guiding Voice on this. Get to learn. I can't cast Fractal Summoning. I can cast Introduction to Annihilation. I think I just want the Pest Summoning. Right? I think the Pest Summoning or the Expanded Anatomy are the best cards. Although I could just get Environmental Sciences gain because I can play that right now. And then just go get another basic land card and start thinning my deck. Gain the 2 life just to use my mana. I don't know if that's good or not. Okay, they have an Aerialist. Okay, they equip that. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Play this. Move to combat. Give this the +1. Then I'm going to attack with all. Put some real pressure on them. Okay, so I want to kill the 4/2 and the 1/3, right? 4/2, 1/3. Oh no, sorry, the 2/3. 4/3, like that. And then I'm going to do this. Target creature gains indestructible. Triggers my Magecraft. And then I can play out the Thunderous Orator. So they have 1 creature, I have 4. They're at 12, I'm at 22. I can pay to bring back Pilgrim of Ages and cast it, I think. Okay, they're going to kill my Thunderous Orator, which is fine. Alright, so play this. Combat. This. Attack with everything. They have no cards in hand. They have to chump. They're at 4. I can play the Rescuer. I can grab Thunderous Orator, I guess. And I can play that out. I mean, if they have a sweeper, it's going to be rough. And I don't know if there's one in. Okay, there we go. We got there. So 2-2 now. Which it's obviously easier to win games when you draw lands and spells and can cast things. All right, back for game 5 and trying not to sound bitter about game 3 still. Really frustrated that we didn't draw lands. But this is, again, not good. We have 3 plains with no swamps, but we don't need a swamp right now to the 4th drop. So, unfortunately, we have 4/4/4 drop as creatures. This is probably a mulligan. All right. I hate it, but I'm going to mulligan it. I just realized talking out loud that it was probably a mulligan. Now I have a 2-drop, a 3-drop, and a removal spell, so I'm going to probably put the Pillar Drop Rescuer underneath my deck as the 5-drop, and I think this is probably a better keep at 6. So I'm glad I did that, but I think many times it's really scary to go from a 3-land hand to 6 cards, because if I had gone to 6 and just had 2 mana or like 2 swamps and not even both colors, it would have been very frustrating. We are going to get to try to see what Strixhaven Stadium does now too. So maybe we can pull out an alternate win condition. That'd be pretty fun. All right, so I'm going to go here and get the Thunderous Orator online. And then I'm going to play Strixhaven Stadium next turn. Unless I draw a really good 3-drop. So we'll see. Like if I draw an Inkling, I'll probably just play the Flyer, because that does enable the Stadium by attacking. Let's see what they do. We got a little Prismari action here with the red-blue. Okay. Little nervous about a counterspell. Okay, well, there you go. Let's see if they bounce our creature or if we get to put a point counter on our Stadium. Okay, we just got a point counter. That's 1. For some reason they are not playing a spell. I have a feeling they have to have a counter spell. Like, I just find it hard to believe that they don't. But I'm going to try to play out this Inkcaster. Probably put the +1/+1 counter on the Thunderous Orator. See if they have the removal. Okay. Okay, they're going to bury in books. I think I missed an opportunity on this too. I did. This should have 3 counters. I should have tapped it at the end of their turn. So I screwed up on Strixhaven Stadium already because I'm such a good Magic player. Dang it. Strixhaven Stadium should have 3 mana. So let's go ahead and attack and see if we get another one here. All right, there we go. There's our trigger. Go out and try to play the Dissector. And turn. They're going to pop Quiz. See what learn card they get. They might have like the Exile card. Exile a creature. Maybe they're playing 3 colors and they need to get Environmental Sciences for, you know, they have cards in their hand. Maybe they can't cast. No, they're just going to get a 3/2 Spirit. Okay, let's see if they play some creatures here. Okay, so they created a 3/2. Alright, so we knew that Thunder Orator was coming. Then we can kill this. And then we can attack. Alright, call me crazy here, but I think we have 7 points in our Magecraft game here. Mage Stadium game, whatever the hell that game is called. So this is even if we can't do 10 damage, we just need 2 creatures to do damage next turn. All right. So do this, this, and this. Play the Ages. Take the action. Go get a Plains. Put it on the battlefield. I'm a little nervous because he said good game already. There we go. We got our Strixhaven Stadium win. Who knew it? Who knew? I can't believe that card actually worked. We are 3-2. I am laughing at the meme right now that we won with a turn 3 Strixhaven Stadium, but I'll take it. Wow, I guess that last game really shows that you have to trust the numbers, trust the game, mulligan bad hands, and don't keep bad hands just because you're afraid to mulligan. Because we mulliganed and then somehow we won with Strixhaven Stadium. I don't think you're supposed to do that in this game, but sure. So I'm going to curve out here, hopefully. So we have Star People into Thunderous Orator, and we have a Doomblade. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this, play the Thunderous Orator, and then I'm going to attack. And now we're going to be able to go 1, 2, 3 with the Inkling summoning, so that feels pretty good. And again, we still have a Doomblade and a 5-drop, so no blocks here. And play a 1/2 double striker. Play my lands. Attack with both. Okay, so they think they're trading there. So I'm going to... It is a bummer that I can't play a creature now. But I will have a 3/3 up and Doomblade, so that's not a terrible situation. I would have liked to have had a 2/1 flyer, but I think getting rid of their double striker before they equipped it was a good thing. I expect them... Yeah, I expect them to put the boots on, try to come in here. And this is good because I think I'm supposed to just Doomblade this. Not let him loot. So yeah, that seems good. Okay, so now we just attack in here. Okay, that's fair. They get to tap the 2 creatures and learn. We're going to make a flyer, and then next turn we're going to make a 4/4 that starts taxing their spells. Would have really liked to smack them for 4 there, but it just didn't work out. The good thing is this doesn't like keep them tapped. It's not a blue tapper where it would keep them tapped next turn. Yes, they got the learn, but it's not as good as if they had... oh, wow, that was about as good as we could have drawn right there. So let's make them sacrifice a creature. And then we'll get in with everything. And then we still have a 5 mana 4/4 next turn. That was a really good draw. I'm not going to lie. The Umbro Juke. That was pretty good. The Orator's going to get flying because of the Inkster, so we can still attack even after he plays this 2/1. Alright, he did nothing. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get in. I don't know what the 2 cards are in his hand. In their hand. I'll attack. Orator gains flying. If they have a removal for the Orator, it's going to be great because I can play the Pillar Drop, just get it right back. Which is pretty nice value. Okay, which is exactly what I said. Now watch this. We go like this. And then we get the Orator back. Boom. Okay, so they have a 3/2 on the ground, but we have flyers. Oh, they get to make it flying. I did forget about that. I think I'm supposed to just attack and offer the trades. I'm just going to play the 5/5. Or the 4/4, I mean, the 5-mana 4/4. Because that's lethal and by itself. And then it makes all the other creatures lethal if they block the 4/4. So. And it taxes everything that they want to do to remove stuff. Not that they're short mana. I mean, 7 mana, they should be able to pay for any removal spell they have. They're clearly digging for a removal spell. That's why they attack there instead of leaving it back to block. So it tells me they might have found something. Oh, no. There we go. We got there. All right, so we're 4-2. Somehow we've squeaked out a couple of victories. I still can't believe the Magic Gods gave us a Strixhaven Stadium victory. I guess we got rewarded for mulligan that hand that I was scared to mulligan. So anyway, let's move to the next game. All right, so 5/5, 4/4, 3 with 2 white mana. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna mulligan. It feels bad. Hopefully we don't get a 1-lander. Mulligan. 3 lands with a 2-drop, 2 2-drops, a 3-drop again. This feels like we did the right thing. So I'm gonna keep 6. Now, I feel like Combat Professor's too good to put on the bottom. Stonerise Spirit probably has the least impact. Actually, it's a flyer, so I'm gonna get rid of the Arrogant Poet. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I'm supposed to keep Arrogant Poet and get rid of Stonerise Spirit. But I think Combat Professor is too good when we're 1 mana away. But I think the flying evasions with the Strixhaven Stadium, as we saw before, is just too good. So let's see. Let's see if we mulligan twice and both times get rewarded with Strixhaven Stadium victories. I'm gonna be shocked. Okay, an Unwilling Ingredient, Menace, just gonna start doing damage to us. No good. An Arrogant Poet, okay. All right, so we do this and we get this. Our Doomblade is just no good right now. It's not ever really something we want to see. All right, so no blocks. That's rough. Okay, we can Doomblade that. All right, so here, Strixhaven Stadium. Strixhaven Stadium seems like it would be really good with double strikers. On the turn. Crap. I think this is bad for us because... Oh, wow. This is going to be bad for us because we're going to lose points when they do damage to us. Ugh. I'm going to lose points. Then I can tap it, get a point. Then my turn. Do this. Gonna Doomblade their Combat Professor, and then I have to play a little defense here. No attacks. I've got the Professor's Warning, so they're gonna attack. Let's see, I'm gonna go to past the blockers, block the Arrogant Poet, block there. Then I can put a +1/+1 counter on it. There's a good chance they have removal and they blow us out here. Our stadium's down to 0 again. But now I should stabilize with a Combat Professor. Okay, now we're flooding. This might be our last round here. It doesn't look like we are going to get rewarded for mulligan with the Strixhaven Stadium. Oh, tapping it down. They're going to do 5 to us. Oh, no. They're going to do... Oh, this is rough. Man, that study break card doesn't seem like it's that great, but it keeps getting us. Wow. Yep, that's it. They got us. We're going to be 4-3 in this sealed event. Better showing than the 1-3 in their first sealed event on the channel. Got a Strixhaven Stadium win. That last game I might not have played optimal. I don't know if that I was supposed to attack. Maybe when I did. But we'll claim our prizes here. That's 3 Strixhaven packs, 1,400 gems of the 2,000 that we paid to get into it. Let's see, packs wise, that puts me now at 13 packs. Anyway, just an amateur player looking to get better. So I started recording my videos, posting them online, start conversations. So please, please, please leave comments below. Start that conversation. If I built my deck different than you would have, if I missed a line or play that you saw, please leave it in the notes below. Or if I did something cool you never seen before, let me know below. I just want to talk about Magic in this game that we all love. Thank you, and I hope to see you in future videos.